One of the great features of OneNote is that it's available across many devices, from a computer to a tablet to a phone. And for note-taking, I imagine most of us default to our PC or a tablet because it feels more natural and comfortable taking notes on a larger device. For this reason, I think OneNote for iPhone is often overlooked and is used only as a reference device to look up notes versus an input device to capture notes. And this is a shame since I think OneNote for iPhone has a lot to offer and can be an important tool for your OneNote ecosystem. Let's explore some of these. The first is obvious, portability. There are three things that I carry with me at all times: my keys, my wallet, and my phone. And honestly, with the keyless smart locks and digital wallets, pretty soon the phone might be the only thing that I carry around. My point is, the phone will always be with you. So when you have an idea or want to capture information really quick, you can save it to OneNote. I either save these short notes to my quick notes, as I use this section as a holding space before they get processed and filed away in a more permanent space within OneNote, or I use the sticky notes. The notes that I save here are accessible in the OneNote feed or directly from the Windows Sticky Note app. I have a video about using sticky notes if you're interested. Having OneNote on your phone not only means you can capture quick notes on the go, but it also means that any info in your notebook will be accessible while you're away from your computer. Whether it's a work meeting note or your insurance card, the information will always be available and ready to be retrieved, given that you have access to the internet. And you know who can help you stay connected to the internet while saving you money? Mint Mobile, who is a partner for today's video. With the cost of everything rising, I've been really focused on saving money where I can. And as a content creator, I have subscription to a lot of apps and services like photo editing, music licensing, stock videos, and more. And each of these services costs anywhere from $10 to $30 a month. So I started thinking, where can I save money to offset some of these costs? This is where Mint Mobile comes in for me. They offer premium wireless service for as low as $15 a month, and I don't have to sacrifice any coverage, speed, or data. They're built on the nation's largest 5G network, and they're able to keep costs low because they sell direct, cutting out the retail stores and salespeople. So for me, it's a no-brainer since I can get reliable service for less money. Signing up for the service was super easy. Even though I have an eSIM-enabled phone, I opted for a physical SIM card. It arrived in about 2 days, and the entire process to activate the service took less than 15 minutes. If you're a bit on the fence about hopping your entire family plan over to Mint Mobile and want to first make sure you've got solid coverage where you are, you can give it a whirl on your spare device like an old phone gathering dust in your drawer, which honestly could be your kid's first phone, by the way. And if you're interested in reliable coverage and fast data for a fraction of the cost, use my link in the description to get premium wireless starting at just $15 a month. You can use mintmobile.com/Andy Park. Okay, let's return to our video. Voice dictation. Sometimes we find ourselves in situations where typing is not practical. Maybe you're struck with inspiration or have a fleeting idea that you want to capture quickly before they slip away. Even when you're home and have a computer accessible, being able to just offload your stream of consciousness to a voice recorder without the act of typing to slow you down can be liberating. Camera integration. If you want to integrate photos into your notes or want to capture images to reference later, you can capture it directly into OneNote. This way, your photos are organized and saved in your notebook alongside your notes. The camera feature lets you not only take general photos, but will make it easy to capture documents and whiteboards as well. For example, when I choose a document, a business card, or even a Post-it, it'll recognize it and crop it to make it look like you scanned the document. This works best when you place a document in a contrasty background. I often do this with my business expense receipts. I have a section in my notebook set up to capture all my receipts, and I reconcile them at the end of each month. I have a separate video on this workflow if you're interested. Integration with other apps. You can share content to OneNote from other phone apps. I have a pretty long commute into work, and I spend most of that time on my phone, either catching up on the news, browsing my social media, or listening to a podcast. If I come across any content that's interesting and I want to revisit it, it's easy to share it to my OneNote so that I can retrieve it later. And if you haven't guessed yet, I use OneNote as a hub for all my information related to work and professional life. And because of that, I make sure that all relevant info is captured directly into OneNote at the source. And OneNote for iPhone is a great tool to help me do this. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. If it was, make sure to give it a like and consider subscribing to this channel. And if you're interested in learning more about OneNote, check out these videos next.